Okay, so yeah, 6 out of 14. We're not even halfway there. That's a concern. I have until Wednesday. This is currently Sunday afternoon. I have until Wednesday. What have we got? we could go straight back to fair again. No, I think not. 202 it reckons. 374. It's a bit of a jump, isn't it? 377. Oh, but that is Montenegro, which that's the other place that is 0% on our map. That's right. These three, and we can go through 2 of them right now. So let's do that.
Time to get the job done.
So let's find our way out of here. We get to see a little bit more of the city of Taranto. So there's the old city, it seems, that's further to this direction. But we'll go back out the way we came in on and see a little bit more of the new city. I appreciate places where they haven't tried to make the old city the city centre of, like, the new city. I'm not going to bother with going into the truck depot or anything like that. The services are right there and the garage is not far either for me to be able to teleport back to do more discovery. Can I squeeze past? Yes, I can. Oh, in fact, we go right to the end and just turn around and come back. Once again, this is one of those things where it's like, I appreciate efforts to realism, but this is a game, and I wonder whether or not it would have made more sense to not bother with this whole interchange system and having to go up here and do a double loop to go back. And instead of just had it just turn into just a normal road or something, or just have an exit that goes off, just like a standard, just slip off exit, so that I could just then go underneath the roadway and across to the depot, without having to do this whole rigmarole, turn around, go back again. Because this is just a little bit needlessly tedious. And yes, it's an attempted simulation game, but is this the hill that you die on? There's already so many concessions to gameplay that I feel, yeah, the fact that we had to do all of that just now, was it necessary? I don't think I need that in my life. And now this little bit here will not be discovered. So because we don't have a trailer on yet, we're actually going to do this and drive forward and then turn around. And again, this game still does have a 100% or 99.9% or whatever it is map exploration achievement. So why are you going out of your way to make it even more difficult for people? Or have you just given up and just assumed, oh, people are just going to not install the DLC, or people are going to download a mod where the map area is tiny and therefore it'll fool the game to going, oh yep, you've done 100%. Yeah, have you just given up? At which point, just get rid of the achievement. I mean, I wouldn't like to see it go, but
Turn right and then turn left.
change it to be all of the cities instead of 100% of the map. You know, but just give credit to those who have already done it before. Yeah, you can't revoke a Steam achievement, but you could change its conditions probably.
Here we are.
Maybe there's rules about that in Steam. Let's grab our trailer anyway.
We've got the contract. Now go.
Now we're going to do a little bit of a loop-the-loop here, I think, because I don't fancy doing a sharp angle to turn left again.
Turn left.
We're just going to keep going straight.
Okay. Let's find a new route.
And I'm actually going to go around this block because
Turn left.
the smaller block is one that I can go around if I go to a different depot.
Turn right.
But this is the one that makes sense, having gone from the big one. And again, it does make me question, right? Did this road need to exist?
Turn left.
That's not where the exit is. Like, this road did not need to be accessible. You could have just had that side chute there, and that would be it. Why did we need that extra bit of road? They've made more work for themselves, and in doing so made more work for every other player who wants to get map exploration. And I don't quite understand it. Specifically, they're making more work for themselves, right? It's strange. People are strange.
Keep right. Then exit right.
Well, once again, reckon 16 hours, but some of that time is going to be spent on a boat. I'm actually not sure if we'll be going back to the same port. That was not clever of me, but whatever. Thought I'd sneak past on the inside. There was not room.
At the
Oh well.
take the first exit. Exit now. Go straight.
In case you hadn't realised by now, I'm a little bit over it today. This is not peak gameplay. Or maybe it is. Because it'll be more entertaining, I can promise you that.
Roundabout. Take the second exit.
We're just gonna barge on in here.
Exit now.
Follow him around a little bit. Sniffer. Lovely smell of wood. Ayo. Go through Telepass, I think? Yeah, it's got the T signal on it, right? Good. It's a start. It's weird because there was 3 lanes coming the other direction, but only 2 this way. It's like, huh? What? My consistency. And we get to see from here on out the rest of it in daytime. We're going to cut the corner a little bit by going through here. This is the car bit that we're not meant to go through, but it still tells us to anyway. Because, who knows. Cut through there. Head back up through Bari. So I get to see Bari in daytime, so we can check out the viewpoint that we left last time. Knowing that we were likely to be back again
Then exit
sooner or later. Turns out it was almost immediately, so that's good.
Exit right.
Another weird toll booth. Yeah, and this time it's the opposite way around, right? Telepass was on the right before, now it's on the left. Why? We'll never know. Because either just SCS things or just Italy things. It could be either. I'm not sure which it is, but it could be equally either.
Exit now.
There's something to the left up here. But we're not going to go there. We are going to go in here though. And presumably it's the port of Bari. Hey! I'm just that good sometimes. Or they're just that predictable, one of the two, but... Can confirm, is a port. I would have liked to see a bit more of the city as well, not just the port. See a bit off behind, I guess. All the boats up on their blocks. Okay, there we go. A little bit looking back at the city. Not much to see, but there's something. That's a petrol station, alright. Again, why? Why do they have like a entry bit to go up and onto the petrol station area? That's so weird. That was indeed one of the viewpoints in the game. We're just going to do this because you don't generally get any traffic in these areas of the game. Okay, well this is kind of good though, because we get to straight away go back across the bit that we realized was so messed up coming down this way in the first place. Along here, for some reason, half of it got discovered even when I came back the other direction and the other half didn't. And then the GPS gets confused and says that it's finding new route even though I'm driving exactly where it wants me to. And it makes no sense. Clearly it's like a couple of competing meshes. And it could have just been one. I don't get it. Again, made more work for themselves. Back on the boat. I think it's just back the way I came, is it? Yeah, back to Durrës. We go through Tirana again as well. And then we go north. Alright, unfortunately no port in Montenegro. Here is a viewpoint that we're going past. Hopefully it will still be daytime. Probably not, because this is going to make me sleep. Yeah, it's now 10 o'clock. That's annoying. Okay. We're going to find a place to sleep. There's actually one at the gas station, looks like. So we're going to do that. After we have passed the innumerable security checks.
Get ready to turn right.
Because you never can be too careful, apparently.
Turn right.
See, that one just makes me stop for no reason, but not actually do a check. It's just there to be annoying. And this one up here makes me stop to do a check as well. So that's 3 points that we've had to stop. 2 of them for security checks. There should be 1. A security check to enter the precinct. That's all that it should be. Again, realism versus gameplay. And, like, smoothness. A tedious experience is not how you endear yourself to players. I don't know. I'm probably wrong in that, to be honest, because I bet there is a lot of players who love that. I should really know better than to say, oh, you know, shouldn't make things too tedious, because there are definitely fans of this style of game that love it when it's really tedious. Sometimes, though, it's a bit much. Just gonna put it out there. Hot take. Sometimes you can go too far. We're just going to zoom through here because I can't get across to the one that has the rest stop, unfortunately. Which is no great loss at this point, but I do want to be able to enjoy the viewpoints in the daytime. So there's 2 services? I guess one's probably a truck dealer. Well, hopefully both of them have a rest stop. But at the very least the one on the left does. So if we get off here instead of staying on the main road like it wants me to. I want that car to go past. There we go. Hurry up. Wait, why is it 40 through there? What? It's a main road. Who knows? I don't think this one has a place to sleep, does it? That's annoying. Okay, well. We come down here to... Okay, so it's a man truck dealer. We'll come down here to turn around. And I'm actually going to take a break because I just got a page. Okay, well my laptop still has to actually start up, so we may as well drive to the next rest stop.
At the roundabout, take the second
Go
exit.
around the roundabouts. Whoa, okay, what are you... What the hell happened there? They came in, turned right, and basically did a U-turn to get onto the... Oh, wow. That's a horrific roundabout. Okay, there's a few places to sleep up here. We can either go right to the services, or we can go up to the gas station.
Find a new route.
I think I will actually go right to the services. I think that seems like the easiest one to get in and out of.
Recomputing.
And it seems that this is the truck stop here. We just park ourselves amongst trailers.
Make a U-turn.
Okay, sure, why not? Gets us to daylight, that's the main thing. Vehicle malfunction, apparently. I don't even have that much damage at the moment. Well, I'm right by the services, so let's do something about that now anyway, shall we? It's only at like... What? Oh, okay, 12%. Okay, that crept up. Not gonna lie, I thought I was a lot less than that. That crept up out of nowhere. I'm not sure where all of that came from. I clearly wasn't paying much attention. Alright, now we hit the road again. Which is a bit of a psych for the edit, because I'm actually now going to take a break.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Right. We have a graph to just look at every now and then. So we do miss out on the big main road area
Get ready to turn
and
right.
discovering any part of that.
Turn right.
Maybe I do want to do that, don't I? Because it's going to be in two halves anyway, isn't it? So let's be honest, I want to do that. Oh, but I'm already going to miss out on part of it because of where I went off. Ah, this is so awkward. This is why I hate the exploration
That's fine.
side of things sometimes, and... No, I don't hate the exploration side. I love the exploration.
Turn left.
This is why I hate how it's been implemented. Hang on. Hang on.
Never mind.
New passage, map updated, trailer damage 1%, because they put things in and they don't actually think about how you're going to drive down them with a trailer, but... Shortcut. There was nowhere to cross the centre line up on the motorway, was there?
Take the second exit.
I don't think so. Because if there
Exit
was, then I would go like right and then up and then turn around, but I don't think there was.
Roundabout. Take the fourth exit.
It's fine.
Exit now.
And they're doing their U-turns again. What a stupid intersection that is. Let's get through to the viewpoint. All of that just so I could sleep so that it was morning again. A little bit too committed to the bit. You know, it's always nice being able to actually see things when you look at a viewpoint. Why is there a Lamborghini on the back of that truck? Alright. Repairs, delivery, or just being stolen? I'm not sure which.
Get ready to turn
What is transporting to the track? Maybe it's a track day car, not a road legal car? That would also make sense.
Turn right.
Alright, what do we have here? Presumably just the city of Tirana. Tirana, there we go. 10 out of 15, grand adventure. Taxi park for some reason. Seems a weird place to put it. But then we're like parked outside a hotel, so I guess the idea is they just kind of park up there and wait until they get a call. I mean, we're not far from the coast, so presumably a bit of a tourist town, maybe? No, I really don't know much about Albania, it must be said. It's one of those ones where you just imagine it being a lot more rural than it is, when there's cities. You know, several big cities. That was good timing with the music, wasn't it? Now, we do have a fair way to drive now. We have wasted a lot of time already. Just getting to this point. I was saying before, oh, don't worry about the ETA because a lot of that's spent on the boat. No, not really. A lot of that is spent me messing about. And the boat. But mostly messing about. Oh, I love those mountains though. We're going through those. Which we have been a little bit, because this, again, was a Winterland exploration, I believe. The idea was that we came in on a portal from the north, and managed to drive into the city. But that means that there's a point where the exploration just stops. So the useful thing about coming through here again is we're able to continue that on. So it'll no longer look like just a dead end. And it would be really nice if it wasn't just 40 through here. Or if the people weren't paying attention to the speed limit. $40 just seems really low for a speed limit on these sorts of central city roads.
Exit now.
I don't know, for us it's generally 50. Which, yeah, is much faster. Oh, it's only 30 along here? That's even worse. Why? Why is it 30? I don't get it. Like, you're going to be stopping and starting for pedestrian crossings anyway, I guess. Oh, and now it's back to 40 again. What? And this is why you have plenty of the overbridges, like up here, right? So then you don't have as many instances where pedestrians need to cross the road directly, so then it doesn't matter that the cars might be travelling a little bit faster. Well, we're going to go 90 anyway. So there. Yeah, so up here, the services are off to the right. Well, not services, but the gas station is off to the right. That's where the Winterland portal was. So that's where it stops. And then there's a depot off to the right, looks like. So we'd have to cover that off at some point. But now we get to continue on the road exploration to the north and press on to places undiscovered.
At the roundabout, take the first.
And we'll finally get to give Montenegro
Exit now.
some map discovery. It's been sitting at 0 for a long time. We never got a delivery to go there in the original Balkan event, nor when we tried to pick up on some of that business again when we were doing Winterland. It's just been so neglected. We're finally giving it some attention. Feels good, man. And Unfortunately, it seems the road does deteriorate back to a single lane. And there is a bus coming. Well, I'm going to take this spot then. Oh, and a car. Okay. We're going to be stuck in traffic, it seems. Oh, there's a plane taking off. There's been airport up here. The downside to driving in rural countries. Single lane roads, low speed limit. Yeah, why is it only 60 on a country road? That's absurd. Especially since, like, this seems like a good road. This is a better quality than some parts of our state highway system, and those are 100. Fort or something up on the hill. That's the old bridge, presumably. Interesting architecture through here. It's like a minaret back further. Feels like an odd choice of place to put a really nice cycleway. Oh, at least I do notice that they do the same thing that we do here, of putting poles in the middle of the cycleway. Not on the right-hand side, where it could be the walkway. No. Let's put the pole in the cycle path. Great idea. Not have the pole come up out of the barrier, where it wouldn't be an inconvenience to anyone. I'm glad that we're not the only ones. Are you trying to sell something on the side of the road there? Again, with the kind of over-realism, we don't really need to see piles of rubbish on the side of the road. I don't care if that's meant to be indicative of the area, it just feels a little bit insulting to the country anyway that you think that that is something that you should put on the side of the road. I mean, it's a sad reality of a lot of places, even here, like, driving along the main roads here, there'll be KFC bags and all sorts just scattered along the wayside, and I know that we're not even as bad as other countries. But if you're portraying a country and its landscape in a game like this, you don't need to include that. Maybe, I mean, there's a bit of graffiti and stuff you get as well, a little bit of that, sure, whatever, a little bit of tagging and stuff, yeah, fine. But just, yeah, discarded tires and stuff up there, like, that's not necessary. Some designer probably thought, oh, it adds flavour. It's like, it does, but it's a bad taste to that flavour. And it's just not necessary. It detracts from things. You're making a game to kind of be enjoyable for people. And I feel putting forward the best side of any country that you are kind of including in the game, I feel that you are taking on a bit of a role as an ambassador to that country, whether you like it or not. And I feel that you're not there to just present it in its nitty-gritty and its good and bad sides necessarily. I feel that you're there to present it at its best. Like, no one's looking at this and using it as a travel recommendation thing of, oh, it's amazing and it's so clean and everything, and the roads are so organised, because they're generally not. People are playing this for a case of, oh, this is lovely scenery, and maybe this makes me want to visit some of these places. If there's just skips on the side of the road with rubbish bags not collected and just trash and everything, it's like, oh, maybe I don't want to go there. And yeah, maybe that is the reality, but that's one of those things you just deal with travelling, right? You see a place and it looks amazing, and you don't see what's out of the way. like, out of shot. But you kind of know it's there, and you do expect it. And when you go to a place, and yeah, you might see it, but you'll choose to look over it usually, because like, well, I'm here to enjoy myself, not to nitpick about their rubbish. So, unless it gets literally in your way, you're not likely to make an issue about it. See, it just seems like such an odd thing in this game to just have areas where there's just, yeah, trash on the side of the road. Why? What made you think that that was a good inclusion? Anyway, Podgorica discovered. 3 remaining. 2 of which are also in Montenegro. 1 of which we are going to be delivering to, so then we'll be left with 2 cities remaining.
Take the first exit. Keep right.
Of course he's cutting across me. Yup. Yup. Thankfully I expected it and braked. Some nice buildings through here. Again, it's one of those things I just don't really know much about this country. And the only assumptions that I would have made are more about it being kind of rural. But there's cities. And some pretty modern looking ones too.
Take the second exit. Keep right.
Drives across their roundabout instead of around it.
Exit now.
Ah, we're going to have to go round that one entirely. That's fine. That city has a lot left to discover. We're not actually visiting Podgorica as such, unfortunately. We're merely driving through. Is this the one where we get to just drive past? Yes, good, good. That extra barrier seems unnecessary. Very sculpted steps up here. Wonder if it's been quarried. Welcome to the highway. Okay. Is this just the highway, is it? Suka, 704 meters. Wow, okay. Big tunnel. Quite high elevation. Keep distance. I'll do my best. And there's a photo opportunity up here as well. Okay. Presumably looking back at the tunnel. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it is a photo opportunity. Holy. That pops up out on you, doesn't it? Photo mode. Yes, please. Morasica Bridge. I can hop over the other side of it. Excellent. Whoa. That's impressive. That's as far as we can go. But I think this is getting its best side, so to speak. I kind of like the sun being on the side. Oh, that's actually quite good. Where do I want the shadow to be? I like that. Very nice. Yeah, this is... wow. Like, how are you supposed to concentrate driving across this bridge? I guess that's the old road, is it? That wiggled its way down and then up again or something? Or maybe just left over from construction. I hope there is a place that has a good lookout. I don't really see a good place to pull in or anything. And there's the big area here that we go back to the old road, I guess. This, yeah, this is going to continue. Ah, interesting. But it wasn't quite finished. Again, I feel that maybe if you know that that's planned, maybe you just include it in the game in its finished state. Unless you're intending to drop an update in future where you do actually finish it and like go, hey guys, time to go back to the Balkans because we've updated these areas to include these routes that were previously under construction. Yeah, I'm down with that as well, to be fair. Is this the... oh, this is the cash one, is it? No? Ah, good. ENP must be what I'm looking for. Everything's named differently in different countries, of course, so... like in Italy it was Telepass, here it's ENP. There's a lot of construction materials just stashed there. Oh, and then following the river. Again, how am I supposed to concentrate driving through here? Just don't look, just don't look, just don't look. Ah, but it's gorgeous. It's my worry with driving in general. It's like, how am I supposed to pay attention to the road if I'm driving somewhere scenic? But then it's like, okay, just make sure that if you've been somewhere before, then it doesn't matter, right? But it is a shame, like, our main method of getting about does tend to be driving at high speeds. And that means that, yeah, you just have to ignore a lot of the world around you, essentially.
Exit now. Go straight. Get ready to turn right.
There we are, 28 out of 30 discovered now.
Turn
Excellent.
right.
Now we'll have to figure out where we go from here. This will be half of this deliveries done.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left, and then turn left.
Pretty well
Turn
pointed town. We've got gas station back on the main road, we've got service station, we've got several places to sleep, which makes a change. Sometimes you get none. Honestly, I prefer that for a change, really, because... yeah, because otherwise I'm coming in at the wrong angle. Whereas this is just continuing my turn, and then reversing. So if I just do this. Not quite far enough. Yeah, close enough. And now reverse so that we're in between trailers. There we go, I can see the back of the trailer there. Just take that in and spin it. And wrong. Oh! Just got there. I thought I had the wrong line. It was technically slightly over, but good enough. Good enough. That worked. Excellent. Halfway there. 7 out of 14. That's taken me longer than I would have wanted. Had a little bit of a distraction. So, yeah. Because we wanted to get through to Albania. We ended up Ioannina and didn't have deliveries, so we took a special transport, which was not smart. Missed out on a photo opportunity south of Tirana still. That's a bit of pickup that we'll have to do. And then Nixish across here. Oh, there's a viewpoint up here? That's interesting, but I don't know if I want to go up there just at the moment. We'll see. We'll see where we get taken next time, but we're not going to take a new contract just now, because I need lunch. So for now, I think we will simply say thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.